Why? Thank you for that, by the way.
Because Trump says he's going to bring jobs back to women.
Yes, yes.
I noticed you're very passionate in what you're saying, and I give you a lot of credit for coming up here and speaking and all that.
I really appreciate
I
that.
feel that right is right and wrong is wrong, and you're just wrong. I'm sorry about that.
Okay,
That's my
wrong
opinion.
about what though?
But I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. You have your own opinion.
That's not an answer though. Give me one thing I'm wrong about. That's why I'm here.
I'm not gonna go back and forth.
You set something up for me and I appreciate it.
I don't agree with a lot of stuff that you're saying.
Just give me one thing you don't agree with.
Basically everything you just said right now.
One thing.
I'll give
I
you
just
one
told
thing.
you everything. I want to hear from him though.
Undocumented immigrants are not bad for the United
One
States.
thing.
I feel that you're misguided.
About one thing though.
Christian, Muslim, whatever you want to pray.
One thing though, please. One thing that you disagree with. One thing out of everything.
Just say religion, man. Go ahead.
Okay, religion.
Okay, but what specifically? Narrow it down.
Well,
You're banned.
it's like you're
Okay.
You're bringing up the fact about Hillary this, Hillary that. She's not a president right
Thank God.
now. See, and that's what I mean. You know, like,
Hallelujah. Really?
That's really you're swaying away from the actual problem.
I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you know what? That's the reason why I'm telling you I'm allowed to tell you that you're wrong, and that's why.
But I'm asking for that one thing.
I'm telling you that it's everything.
Your religion, man.
That doesn't kind of, I'm telling you, Ted Cruz had the same situation. This is
Ted
my
Cruz
last play
won
for
that.
Ted Cruz.
He was
In
Cuban.
Indiana, he's facing off against a bunch of Trump supporters, and they go, Lion Ted, Lion Ted, Lion Ted, where's your Goldman Sachs jacket? And he says, where have I lied? Name one thing where I've lied. He was willing to face them on. I am walking in his footsteps.
Question, President Trump, you wanted to cut funding to the Department of State, but then you want an immigration ban. They go hand in hand. How does that make sense?
That's a great question. I think you ought to send him an email right now and tell him to make up his mind. I agree with you. That's a problem.
And then, and then.
I didn't say, he's not a god, I don't have an
No,
altar at
but,
home.
no, I'm saying it's a message. He's saying one thing to make everybody else
And here's-
happy, but he's not doing it.
This is what my response would be if I'm president, and it doesn't sound like you'd want me to be, but that's okay. He needs to, you can cut funding from some stuff. Okay, Rex Tillerson is the new Secretary of State. He's telling a lot of people, get lost. He's firing people. That saves money. That's where the money goes. There you go. Rex Tillerson is spot on.
Okay, but then you also have a hiring freeze right now, but you want to put.
Good.
But you want to put more people on the border.
You can do that.
No,
You
you
can,
can't.
you can freeze up in DC, and you can heat them up along the border.
No, he said a freeze
No,
of
they're
federal
hiring- They're
hiring.
not hiring anymore.
What's your
There
point?
were
You
Yeah, but-
stop there, you
exemptions.
put there.
Yeah, but not in law
You're being
enforcement
way too
and
broad-brush.
military.
You guys have to understand, there are at least 13 departments.
That's what he
in the
said.
feds. You can freeze everywhere, but still hire
Okay,
people.
but I'm saying about law
You've been very
enforcement.
patient, you're next.
Okay.
Hold on, yes.
So
I'm
what
still
about-
talking.
Okay, we've gone up length, there are
No,
other
but
people
he
who want
said
to talk.
something too.
Go.
He could
Okay.
finish, no, he could
No,
finish.
Okay, we have your
No,
permission, go ahead.
It's
Okay,
fine.
I'm respecting her because she waited, but she's allowing you to finish, go ahead.
Well, he said not law enforcement or military is a hiring freeze. A lot of stuff in
That's
Department of
correct.
State, DHS doesn't fall into law enforcement, so you're.
Yeah, but it is a law enforcement. Yes, it is law enforcement.
Department of State, law enforcement?
What?
You're damn right it is. Hell
No, I say the military and law
Yes, but I'm
enforcement.
saying for the border patrol.
Law enforcement.
And
Don't
you
they fall under
can't-
DHS?
Law enforcement.
No, they don't.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Patrol
This
is.
is
That's my
nice.
job.
I don't care, you're wrong.
I'm wrong?
Yes.
Free country, go ahead, please.
So what about those saying that the immigrants are taking our jobs? How do you feel about that?
Okay, Ken,
No, because
legal
once
or
can I speak,
illegal?
please? Once they're all gone, who's gonna work on it?
Legal
10
or
hours?
illegal?
Who's gonna work on the sun for 10 hours?
Okay, so I'm
Are
gonna,
you prepared for
you're
it?
choosing not to give me an answer on that,
Illegal.
so I'm gonna try to answer as best as I can. Okay, Alabama is one example. Okay, this is about culture. Okay, Alabama had the strictest immigration laws.
They have culture in
Excuse me, they
Alabama?
were- Excuse me, what did you say?
I live in the Deep South.
You know what, okay, I didn't interrupt you and you've interrupted me. You asked me to answer
You
their
interrupted everybody
question, so
here.
why are you doing that?
You interrupted everybody here.
So, okay, well, you can be angry, but I'm trying to
No, I'm not
answer
being
your
No, I
question.
wanna hear the culture.
I'm giving you
I want to
what
answer
I'm
your
about.
question. Who are gonna do those jobs that the illegals don't do, or even the legals? Fine, we won't distinguish. Alabama, they passed strict immigration laws, right? Unemployment actually went down, the illegals left. Those people will do those jobs. I have friends in Texas, they have their friends, their family, they will do those contractor jobs. They are willing to do those contractor jobs. Now, why is it though that we're seeing this problem? You put in a lot of cheap labor, it drives down wages.
Wages go down.
And that's
You
why
know
they
they
have a
have
lot of
labor
Americans not
shortage in
doing it.
Alabama. You know that. You must know they have a labor shortage in Alabama. The farmers are screaming about it because the undocumented all did flee. They
Illegal?
have it here in the Central Valley.
I will
they're
always attack
screaming
that
about it.
premise. Answer, pay them more.
What?
It's pretty simple.
Pay them more.
Or start mechanizing. That's what's happening right now. There is a farmer in
I
Fresno
totally
right
completely
now.
agree.
There's a farmer right now in Fresno. He was on record. He is now investing in mechanization. That's
Yes.
what it is.
Yes, and change the subject a little bit.
God bless you. That's fine with me.
Okay, so I assume your stance on abortion is based off your religion.
I am pro-life with exceptions, very limited. Rape, incest, life of the mother. And a guy in Massachusetts is harder core than I am, reminded me of this, and I accept it. Fetal condition. If a mother has a child inside of her that has no chance of survival, that doesn't fall into those three, but I would allow abortion in that case, sure.
So at what point does the human embryo obtain a soul?
I would say at conception, yes.
How do you?
I recognize with those cases about abortion, yes, I recognize a life is being killed, but it is a life. And that's actually science now, they've seen light burst out as soon as there's conception.
You see no
Doesn't mean it's
light.
a life.
There's a light. Okay, so if I can't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Exactly, but you're saying, I don't know what it is, it must be something.
It's a light, yes.
You don't know, it's, you're saying they see a light? They don't know
There's a
what it is,
light,
it
no,
must
there's
be
a
soul.
physical light, I apologize, I'm not as scientifically inclined, so I don't know the specific terms, but as soon as egg and sperm meet, there's like a burst of light. It's a chemical reaction. Yes, they found it. Our science has
Doesn't mean it's a
increased.
soul though.
I do recognize the existence of a soul, and I'll tell you why, because
That's your belief though.
absolutely is, but I think we are getting to a place, you can look at this, we're getting into ontological arguments, so I'll try to cut this short. We see a world that's created, don't tell me this came out by accident. Mathematicians have done the numbers.
That's what you think.
Doesn't matter what I think, that's what I'm responding to.
Listen, I want to finish my point.
Okay.
That's your.
I'm sorry about
That's
that.
what it was.
I'm sorry about that.
If you don't want to get an abortion, if you don't want your
I
wife.
will never get an abortion,
Okay,
I
that's
promise
fine,
you.
But how dare you tell another woman that she can't do something.
With their own body?
Yes.
Is that the line you wanna give me?
Yes, that is exactly
Ask
the line I
any,
wanna
are there any mothers in this room? Okay, I'm glad you get to decide your career, that's fine. My mother became a mother at 29. I have talked to mothers, that life cares. I will never understand that.
give. The life care?
Yes, there's a person there,
That
okay?